We're live at IWLEX 2024. It's day 2 and I'm here at the conference area with Richard, who's just come off stage with the talk entitled Warehouse of the Future. Richard, could you please introduce yourself and tell us what were the points that were raised during the talk?
Okay, I'm Richard Foster, so I'm a director and co-founder of a business unit called Digital Manufacturing. So we work within DHL supply chain, essentially to bring automation into the warehouse where we're not normally served by big automation companies. So we design and build and support all our own equipment inside the warehouse. So we were here today really to talk about how large logistics companies are looking to the future, how we're going to adapt to the technology, how people are going to be involved, whether people are going to be completely replaced, all those different topics. So a really interesting session for me.
And do you think that is a worry of workers, especially in the warehouse industry, that their jobs are going to be taken away from them?
I think attitudes are changing. I think it used to be a concern that everyone's jobs are going to be gone, but the more people see and interact with machinery, actually, and automation, the more we see that people are actually quite excited about it. People want to work with the robots. They want to be the robot supervisor rather than the person supervisor. So we are finding that attitudes are shifting a bit. It's obviously still a risk, but I think it's an unavoidable move that is coming, where we do need to upskill people in the warehouse, we do need to reduce costs, and we do need to increase automation.
And our conference area and our jam-packed schedule over these last 2 days has been a really good place for people to come and learn, to see what issues are rising, what topics are at the forefront of the industry. Is there anything that you learned during the talk with the rest of the panel guests?
Yeah, I think so some of the stuff around manufacturing and the postponement of manufacturing. So I think from a sustainability point of view, the way warehouses will change in the future about doing more manufacturing and less storage, or even, as one contributor was saying just recently, it was really interesting, was about maybe in 100 years' time, whether warehouses will just be a place for raw ingredients that are sent to people's houses and they manufacture their own products. And I thought that was really quite interesting and a little bit scary as well.
And could you see, from the visitor's point of view to the show, why is this such a good thing to have such a well-curated conference stream?
I think the number of guests they get from a lot of different parts of logistics, so whether that's from providers of automation, but actually the end users, consultancy firms, and even academia, and there's a real good mix here where people can see it from all angles, and I think it gives people a nice opportunity to mix in circles they might not normally get.
And I guess that's true for the whole of the show, not just for the conference area.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think the opportunity to exhibit here as well and to talk about different aspects of what you're doing is a real good opportunity.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you've just had a long time on stage, so thank you so much for joining us here.
That's fine, thanks.